Now, let's look at Maame Grace versus nihilism. Nihilism was the term used by the Greek philosophers. We ain't have a problem with it. At the corner, they ruling spirituality. Now, your group, no musema mundi way, muna munsha way, the same religion. And your Greek philosophers, no mu use this psychological game, no, and our plan, no, and our formula, no. But they corrupted this from a practice within ancient African cultural mysteries that is used to teach our people about the material world and the spiritual world. It started showing me, can't say, do baby, I'm down loose. This is it. Listen, until Africa ever wise enough to go back, say, obe finding the feet, not going back for the shrines and what have you. Bibi ya shed no, ya cover up, Bia will become a joke. Because we don't know. I didn't yenim na shasi, yenim ni shasi, ebe den ya yeniye. We, san yama we omu yusi. Na ya Africa for no mu yusi. Na how na omu yusi no. Eno na mpese yeshe wa hase. No omu de chire yen se. Sunsumu wiase wo ho. Ena honamu wiase wo ho. Na omu chire ye eniama sunsumu no. Eti honam ni mu drive honam no omo kire wo niama ehia ana niama erekwa na wa kire wo so aka kire wo se honam we na wutim no eno so rekwa niama batiase se honam we no ye meaningless ewa wieye because everything that what this death realm no has an end but the soul driving this mechanism eno de any end ntini ni awo hwehwe wa ha ne ye meaningless sa. Evidence of this African mystery teachings was discovered by the Greeks, who then corrupted it into a psychological theory against the masses. Am I real? If I Greek if we no kofa taught, omukosia de wo taught ho. Na omukofa taught no mo friend say oye Hermes. Me ne why say episode we da. Sankrofo we no mu chinchim niama tani niama ena omu di boat anke boy adwene ho no omu di be boy yeyefunu ho nti ye mia boat no wo yeyefunu ho a asem ne ba enkwa adwene ni mu na anu ane sa asem ne ba decision no wrong decisions nko a na omu di nwura egu ya adwene mu ena omu wie omu say high dumping place a place where you depend on Kotena airport from morning to evening na hwe omu uko bebre ya bibifo na hwe omu ba back omu ba ha bebre ya abrofo dumping place mu ye baller bed ana mu ye baller so nipa mu be hwe baller mu sa ha ye dumping place a bampanyifo na nkasa omu adwene te sei they are making who is even getting it ajinyame abegina onum say Jesus is the only way it is your way not my way me mfrɛ I'm not saying leave your way no follow what you feel is good for you. I'm preaching Jesus. Preach your preaching. Me too. I'm preaching to mankind. Human beings. You need to talk. From TV. You people chase me. I was paying, you know. You people chase me. I left it for you. I bet now I come as you are chasing me. Now it's a war between me and you. Yes, I can't show. Sa Greek if way, no mu ye way, psychological theory, omu de toto mu adwene mu. Ye de bia masses. They obey to me ama na silence. Asses. That is who you are. The teachings related to the type of nihilism ancient African cultures practice were able to teach our people the difference between living within material and physical existence. When you just grab the meaningless, not the brew, no who be say you meaningless or abeko heaven, so if you are an African, instead of taking the teachings of Solomon and Jesus and throwing away morals and loyalty and disowning the purpose of spirituality, you must understand this in the context of your people. Bible say if your cultures are not part and your people are not agreeing with you. Question. Let's look at this. Do not attach extreme materialism to your existence on earth because you are not a physical being, you are a spirit. This is what your ancestor was teaching you. Creation of one, omuchre saniaman. And from Nigerian bishops to Ghana bishops, they went to heaven and still saw cars. And people were asking God, I mean, what Bishop Oye Depone Yereno, or say, or catch any coupons or money dining you close to me dying. You sit here and go to heaven and drink tea. So what's the point? Your ancestor was telling you that, hey, niyama na wo pre wa hanom no ya hanom niyama ba mema wure mfi se we ni beja wo hɔ akɔ na de ati wo mu no wo baabi kɔ nti aha niyama na ye meaningless nti se wo pre ha niyama na pre de wo de bɛkɔ so na eno ye de yen na ye de ka kyese bibia ye meaningless because heaven ye ntoka ye han dan ye nya kyese meaningless everywhere. Your ancestor was telling you this. Oma wa two Jenny's na wo mu no de wa ma wate ase ha de na be ende ba wo baabi a obeto waso akọ mo say heaven de ye mfa hwe nkọ ho nso wo bompa de bia obisaka edan we now yehwe too, physicality is the fall of man. And Adam did fruit no did apple be see the ebi say ye sex ebi say ye apple so still amu di apple mu use apple phone. Physicality is the fall of man from the etheric, and it is all lies in the lower chakras. E ho no mo na problem ni na wo papa na oba ye na o say aton no or say ase ho no no and then de yenko nsohwem. Make sure the fire that burns in the lower chakra consumes your physical pleasures, because man is not physical. This is what your ancestor was teaching you as a black man. This is what your ancestor was teaching you. You messed everything up. You are there. Nobody is fighting you. And you are saying, me, I should shut my mouth. Manono me rente wo. Watch me table and me fancy. Now let's look at 3. Mama, I didn't know ancestor catch on a catcher no. Or say we a spirit being. Unye a happen to susunia mano, or say burning materialistic na a woman, or say burning no. Nasana ya una or catcher, and we no san becan. Yidia me catcher sisi ano so e de kire wo se wo ba bi a wo beko afa yan hwe de ade bi ba akoso ano mo catcher. The original concept of nihilism by African ancestors was to train our inner man to hunger for more spiritual things and take our attention from earthly things. When na ye kasa na makasa kasa when tina makwa a lot of enemies minia. Dia wo beye bia, this is a death realm, bibia be wu ha, but uwechi. It is not because earthly things are not good, but they are only good for the physical body. It is a wo practice spirituality so na de bia the same ade na wo kono wanya ka wo kono wanya ware a wo kono waba ha when na wo ancestor e won ne wo about no or say hey ya wunya wa ha ni nyina obeja na wa ye meaningless until we prepare wa ha. Yes, you need here, you need the things here, and no be boa ma so no etumi a go through the ebe go through na a prepare ne ho until we here, but men fa attention ni nyina anko ha because ya obenya wa ha bia wo beja ye meaningless, but their soul no e de beto one journey ne so e mata. One can't say if hanya me nyina ye jinja de hu hia na oda na e ka sense. So these Greeks came to play mind games with you people. However, the physical body is not eternal. So the soul must be taught not to behave like the body. So what body ni wu soul behave pepepe. On to me can't tell body this say wo denya na e wo pie ni we be si your soul could not tell you. Omo ina ko zuya. Your soul doesn't need a house, cars, clothes, water, or food. Your soul doesn't rely on anything physical. Therefore, for your soul, your struggle for all material wealth and achievement is meaningless. This is what your ancestor was telling you. Weo. And Uncle what be copy, what paste ya. One paste ya, one my baby bibiala. Aye pinsoi. If you were a Christian and you understand what I just said, how would I be your enemy? No. I will never be your enemy if you understand this and you have knowledge. Now let's look at number 14 and your ancestors. African ancestors knew about the fictional nature of the earth many thousands years ago. No munim. And that knowledge was drummed clearly to distinguish the real ethereal from the fake physical world. Erade. When I am here, no. We are suffer, we are bishop. You are not telling people this. You are not telling Africans this. You are holding a Greek mythology. I am downloading from my ancestors. I have become an enemy for you. It's not a problem at all. Anybody that doesn't agree with religion was killed. It's your nature.